Topic 1. Growing up digital. What does it mean for schools and educators to have students in their classroom who have grown up digitally? If we teach today's students like they did yesterday, then we are robbing them of tomorrow. From Digital Media, New Learners of the 21st Century, 2010. Schools and educators need to change the way they teach to meet the needs of today's students. Students these days in our society have grown up digitally. The vast majority have access to computers and the internet at home and at school. I believe that it is up to us as educators to give them the skills and the tools to know how to best use this media and technology, as well as using it as an effective teaching tool. Our role as adults is not to be their policeman, but to be their guide, states Boyd, 2007, page 22. Many of the articles read for this topic look at the influence of social media sites. Social media is such a popular trend in our society, and increasingly younger children are using it. I have children in my class who are as young as 8 that have a Facebook profile, and they're most upset when I refuse to accept their friendship. But fortunately, there are appropriate social networking sites that are designed for children. For example, Moshi Monsters is extremely popular with my students as it allows them to play an online game with the added benefit of communicating with their friends. Of course, in any situation where children and young adults are using the internet to communicate, there is always a risk that they could be subject to bullying, abuse and potential predators. But as stated in Castle and Kramer, they are also at risk in the mall, walking home from school and spending a vacation with distant relatives, 2008, page 55. I've demonstrated to my students just how easy it is to create a fake profile on Moshi Monsters, where I'm lying about my age and my sex to establish that not everyone is honest online. Parents can't refuse their child access to a computer just because they fear they could be targeted, and as Boyd 2007 argues, these social cues are now a major part of our society. It is critical for young people to engage in broader social settings to develop these skills. Page 12. One key issue that many people, including my own parents, have with social networking sites is that it is so public. Social network sites have complicated our lives because they have made this rapid shift in public life very visible. Boyd 2007, page 23. Young people especially aren't entirely aware of how public social domains are, and they don't necessarily understand what their actions mean and what effects those actions can bring. James et al., 2008, page 11. As earlier stated by Boyd, we need to guide our students to appropriately use this media. People say that digital media is killing reading and writing. Not true at all. It is changing the ecology of reading and writing. Different practices happen, different types of texts are produced, but by no means is it killing them. Kids are reading and writing more than they ever did, but they're not doing the type of reading where you sit in your room reading a novel. Digital Media, New Learners of the 21st Century, 2010. In order to actually be able to use digital media, you need to have your basic foundations in literacy. Your reading, writing and speaking and listening skills are all essential to using digital media. Using digital media in a classroom setting opens up an array of options. It shouldn't take away from the foundations of literacy that students require, but add to it.